The alien empire, long accustomed to dominance, first encountered humanity's technology through trade and exploration. Initial assessments of Earth were dismissive. Humans were seen as industrious but unsophisticated, producing tools and machinery with a clear focus on functionality rather than innovation. To the Empire, Earth's exports appeared almost primitive, and their military equipment seemed straightforward, lacking the elegance and complexity of the Empire's advanced weapons. Human technology appeared centered around endurance, reliability, and ease of repair, traits that the Empire attributed to a species that hadn't yet reached true technological sophistication. However, as trade expanded, alien engineers and analysts noticed that Earth's exports encompassed a surprisingly broad range of machinery. From medical devices and communication systems to basic defensive weapons, Earth's industries were highly productive and versatile. Humanity's focus on heavy-duty materials, modular designs, and scalable technology hinted at a unique industrial mindset, one that valued robustness and adaptability above refinement. Alien analysts flagged this as a curiosity, though still they regarded humans as lacking the advanced tech that defined true galactic power. Yet, the sheer output of Earth's factories raised questions. The volume of goods Earth could produce was unusually high, especially given its relatively modest presence in the galaxy. Alien diplomats visiting Earth noted the vast infrastructure supporting humanity's industrial sector, with production hubs that operated around the clock. Even Earth's civilian industries displayed characteristics suited to rapid scaling, with assembly lines capable of adapting to different types of manufacturing in a short time. Alien observers couldn't ignore that humans had developed an efficient, highly adaptable manufacturing system that seemed to thrive on flexibility. Reports about Earth's technology circulated among the Empire's leaders, who remained unconcerned. They assumed this capacity was typical of an emerging species, still focused on growth and basic defense. To them, Earth's manufacturing prowess was merely a sign of its youth, a society that had yet to refine its approach. The Empire took Earth's willingness to trade freely as evidence of compliance, interpreting this openness as humanity's acceptance of its lower status in the galactic hierarchy. Earth's export of various devices, from automated drones to power generators, seemed to confirm the Empire's view that humanity's industrial focus was a trait of a developing civilization rather than a potential threat. However, certain alien engineers began to notice subtleties in human designs that gave them pause. Earth's exported machinery, while simple on the surface, revealed surprising levels of durability and adaptability. Many human-made devices, once examined closely, were discovered to include components that could serve multiple functions with minimal modification. Weapons, in particular, had a rugged design that suggested a focus on reliability under harsh conditions. Human engineers seemed to prioritize ease of maintenance and repair, making their technology accessible and deployable even in challenging environments. This adaptability intrigued alien engineers, who observed that Earth's machinery could be repurposed across different applications with little effort. Devices built for civilian use could often be converted for defensive purposes, a flexibility not common in the Empire's own tech. Alien analysts noted this but initially saw it as inefficient, a sign that humanity had not yet achieved the specialized sophistication of the Empire's technology. They regarded Earth's emphasis on versatility as a developmental stage, expecting humanity would eventually move toward more streamlined, purpose-built designs as they advanced. Over time, the alien empire started to send more personnel to study Earth's industries. Observers noticed that even small, local factories were capable of scaling production rapidly, a trait that seemed embedded in human industrial culture. They witnessed factories switching from civilian goods to military components with ease, often repurposing existing materials to meet demand. This ability to transition between production lines without significant downtime puzzled alien engineers, who were accustomed to highly specialized manufacturing processes that took time to recalibrate. The Empire's curiosity turned to mild concern as these reports accumulated. While they didn't see humanity's industrial capacity as an immediate threat, they were increasingly aware of its scale and adaptability. The realization dawned that Earth's industries were more resilient and flexible than they'd initially thought. Human factories seemed designed to withstand disruptions, able to pivot resources and labor to new projects with minimal impact. Alien analysts began to suspect that, if humanity chose, they could convert their vast industrial network into a production powerhouse for military applications with remarkable speed. At this point, the Empire's leadership started to pay closer attention. They instructed their analysts to investigate Earth's economic structure, trying to understand why humanity prioritized mass production and resilience in their designs. Alien intelligence reports highlighted that Earth's production systems were decentralized, with countless factories distributed across the planet. This decentralized model, while seemingly chaotic to the Empire's leaders, provided humanity with the ability to sustain production even if parts of their infrastructure were compromised. Alien strategists began to see how this setup might allow humans to continue production even under direct threat, a prospect they hadn't previously considered. Despite these findings, the Empire's leaders remained confident that Earth's industrial focus was simply a cultural quirk, not a military strategy. They believed that, if necessary, they could control humanity's growth by imposing trade restrictions and limiting their access to advanced resources. Their assumption was that humanity, with its open trade policies and seemingly cooperative stance, would comply with these limitations without resistance. The Empire saw Earth as a useful ally in the galactic economy, not as a potential competitor. However, the persistent growth of Earth's industrial output continued to raise questions among the Empire's engineers. They saw the potential for rapid escalation in production and began to realize that humanity's quirks in industrial design were not signs of developmental immaturity but rather indications of a deeply ingrained adaptability. Earth's emphasis on rugged, modular, and scalable production hinted at a species that understood the importance of maintaining self-sufficiency in unpredictable circumstances. As these observations circulated among the Empire's scientific community, whispers began to spread about Earth's true potential. For the first time, alien strategists considered the possibility that humanity's technological approach wasn't simply an anomaly but a calculated strategy, one that positioned Earth as a potential manufacturing powerhouse, capable of mass-producing weaponry and defensive technology on an unprecedented scale. The Empire's confidence in its ability to control humanity began to waver, as they realized Earth's industries, once dismissed as primitive, might be a foundation for something far more formidable. Alien engineers, growing increasingly curious, began dissecting Earth's military exports with the intention of understanding humanity's approach to weaponry. What they initially believed would be a straightforward analysis quickly turned complex. Earth's weapons, though lacking the flashy energy-based systems common in advanced alien technology, demonstrated an impressive level of design sophistication. Each piece was built for durability, ease of maintenance, and adaptability, capable of functioning in a variety of hostile environments. Earth's weapons were modular, meaning parts could be swapped or repurposed across different systems with minimal adjustment, a feature that gave human tech a unique versatility. As the engineers dug deeper, they noticed Earth's weapons were also optimized for rapid, large-scale production. Instead of intricate parts requiring specialized facilities, human technology relied on components that could be manufactured in nearly any factory with basic adjustments. Each weapon was designed to be both cost-effective and efficient, prioritizing production speed without sacrificing reliability. Alien analysts realized that, given the right circumstances, Earth could ramp up its weapon manufacturing almost overnight, producing a staggering volume of arms in a short span of time. This feature, once seen as an indication of crude design, now emerged as a powerful asset. This discovery raised alarms among the Empire's military leaders. They had previously assumed that Earth's industry was primarily civilian-focused, geared towards economic growth and self-sufficiency. But the modular nature of human technology, combined with its production efficiency, suggested otherwise. The Empire's analysts began to understand that Earth's industries were structured with dual purposes, supporting both civilian and military needs with equal capability. Human factories could easily transition from manufacturing everyday goods to producing advanced weaponry, a flexibility that the alien empire's own centralized, specialized production systems lacked. As these findings made their way to the Empire's top strategists, a wave of unease spread through their ranks. Earth's potential as a self-sustaining weapon manufacturer became clear, and the implications were unsettling. The Empire prided itself on its technological superiority, with complex systems and specialized production methods. However, it was precisely these attributes that limited their ability to adapt quickly under pressure. Humanity, by contrast, had crafted an industrial base designed for resilience and scalability. In the event of conflict, Earth could mobilize its manufacturing network almost instantly, while the Empire would require time to recalibrate its specialized facilities. Military advisors within the Empire pushed for further investigation, seeking to understand just how deep humanity's industrial capacity ran. They tasked spies and engineers with studying Earth's production sites more closely, hoping to find vulnerabilities or weaknesses. But instead of uncovering flaws, the alien agents found evidence of an almost limitless potential for expansion. Earth's manufacturing hubs were designed to be scalable, with the ability to replicate or adapt their processes as needed. Even Earth's smaller factories could contribute to larger projects, each functioning as a modular piece within a much larger network. At this point, alien analysts began to recognize the implications of Earth's industrial strategy. Humanity had built a system where each component was part of a larger, adaptable whole. Factories could switch between producing parts for civilian use to components for military applications seamlessly, enabling a decentralized model of production that would be difficult to disrupt. The more the aliens studied Earth's infrastructure, the more they realized that humanity had achieved something unprecedented, a society that could, if needed, transform itself into a massive weapon-producing machine with incredible speed and efficiency. The Empire's leadership grew increasingly concerned, recognizing that Earth's potential as a weapon factory was not merely hypothetical. Alien engineers reported that human technology, though deceptively simple in appearance, was capable of integration into complex systems with minimal effort. Human-made drones, transport vehicles, and even automated defense units were built with universal parts that could be quickly assembled, repaired, or adapted. This level of standardization was something the Empire had overlooked, dismissing it as a lack of sophistication. Now they saw it for what it was, a formidable advantage in times of conflict. Pressure mounted within the Empire to curtail Earth's growth, but humanity's industrial autonomy made direct interference challenging. Earth's industries were designed to be resilient to external control, structured around a culture of self-reliance and rapid adaptation. Trade restrictions imposed by the Empire were met with minimal disruption, as humans quickly found alternative resources or shifted production to compensate. Earth's industries operated as a seamless network of production, innovation, and adaptation, allowing humanity to continue its expansion with remarkable resilience. Alien strategists realized that Earth's manufacturing ecosystem was unlike anything they had encountered. Human engineers seemed to embrace an inherent adaptability, preparing for a range of scenarios that the Empire's rigid systems could not handle. Factories could be retooled with minimal downtime, entire supply chains could pivot on short notice, and production lines were capable of responding to new demands without extensive reconfiguration. In contrast, the alien Empire's production was tightly controlled, optimized for specific outputs but inflexible to change. Humanity's industry, with its built-in adaptability, posed a unique challenge that the alien Empire was ill-prepared to counter. As reports circulated within the Empire's command centers, there was a growing acknowledgement that Earth's industrial strategy was not a simple quirk but a potential threat. Humanity's dual-purpose production capabilities, which allowed for both civilian growth and military readiness, highlighted a strategic foresight the Empire had dismissed as inefficiency. Alien intelligence operatives were forced to confront the fact that Earth's manufacturing power was vast and could be weaponized at an alarming pace. The modular, decentralized nature of human industry meant that any attempt to weaken Earth's production capacity would likely fail, as no single point of failure could disrupt the entire system. The Empire's analysts presented their findings to the highest levels of command, delivering a sobering assessment. They explained that, unlike the Empire's reliance on specific facilities and resources, Earth's industries were designed to thrive under pressure, capable of adapting to any shortage or obstacle. Human engineers had built a model of production that could continue uninterrupted regardless of external interference, a system resilient enough to withstand sustained conflict. The Empire's leaders, who had once dismissed Earth as a resource-rich but strategically insignificant world, now saw the true extent of humanity's capabilities. The alien empire realized, too late, that they were not dealing with a minor civilization but with a potential manufacturing superpower, one whose infrastructure could support a rapid and overwhelming production of arms. The Empire's leadership, growing increasingly wary of Earth's industrial capabilities, enacted a series of trade restrictions designed to curb humanity's access to critical resources. They hoped that by limiting Earth's raw materials and imposing controls over key exports, they could slow down human production and reduce its potential for weaponization. These new regulations aimed to pressure Earth into compliance, effectively challenging humanity's industrial autonomy. Empire officials expected humans to comply quietly, believing they had left Earth with no viable alternatives for maintaining its growth and production. Yet humanity's response caught them off guard. Rather than struggling under the constraints, Earth's industries adapted rapidly, shifting to alternative materials and processes with remarkable agility. Human engineers leveraged every available resource, repurposing civilian factories to fulfill military needs and converting non-essential production into critical outputs. Earth's leaders coordinated a widespread effort across industries, increasing efficiency and innovation in response to the shortages. This adaptive response revealed the underlying strength of Earth's manufacturing systems, resilience in the face of constraint, an attribute the Empire's centralized model could not easily counter. Human scientists and engineers, aware of the Empire's intent, accelerated research into resource-efficient technologies, minimizing dependence on imports. Factories optimized their workflows, innovating to produce high-quality alternatives with limited resources. Earth's industries thrived under this pressure, finding creative solutions and refining techniques that required fewer or alternative materials. This resourcefulness, embedded within human industrial culture, became a defining characteristic of Earth's economy, allowing production to continue unhindered even as the Empire tightened restrictions. Alarmed by humanity's resilience, the Empire deployed intelligence operatives to gather detailed information on Earth's industrial processes. Reports from these operatives painted a surprising picture. Humans had constructed a highly decentralized and resilient production network capable of adapting under nearly any circumstances. The Empire's leaders realized that Earth's industries weren't simply following orders from a central authority but operated through a distributed model, with each facility able to pivot independently. This level of decentralization baffled the Empire, whose own industries relied heavily on top-down directives and specialized resources. As the restrictions continued, humanity's adaptability only grew. Factories previously dedicated to civilian technology began quietly manufacturing multipurpose parts that could be rapidly assembled into military hardware if needed. Civilian products, on the surface harmless, included modular components designed to be repurposed. Earth's manufacturing hubs, now operating with heightened efficiency, churned out versatile components that could fit seamlessly into a wide range of applications. Humanity's emphasis on modularity had effectively future-proofed their industries, creating a hidden potential for militarization that the Empire struggled to quantify. Meanwhile, Earth's industrialists took advantage of every loophole in the Empire's regulations, developing innovative ways to bypass restrictions. They formed new trade networks with other factions outside the Empire's control, bartering for resources and establishing independent supply chains. These partnerships allowed humanity to maintain access to essential materials without relying on the Empire's channels. The web of alliances humanity cultivated grew stronger, as other factions, impressed by Earth's resilience and ingenuity, began viewing humans as valuable partners. This network of support outside the Empire's control undermined the very restrictions meant to weaken humanity's production. The Empire's leaders, frustrated by humanity's ability to withstand every attempt at suppression, considered more aggressive measures. However, direct confrontation posed risks. Earth's alliances had expanded, and other factions were beginning to recognize humanity as a capable, reliable partner. Alien factions that had once dismissed Earth now saw in humanity a species with the ingenuity to thrive under pressure, and they were intrigued by Earth's decentralized industrial model. The Empire, aware that any aggressive move could provoke a coalition response, found itself at an impasse. Humanity's growing support network had shifted the balance, making it clear that Earth was not as isolated as the Empire had believed. Realizing that conventional strategies had failed, the Empire made one last attempt to restrict humanity's potential. They launched a covert campaign to sow internal discord within Earth's economy, hoping to disrupt its carefully balanced network. Agents worked to sabotage critical supply lines, tamper with resource deliveries, and spread misinformation to create instability. However, Earth's leaders had anticipated such tactics. Human industries, with contingency plans and secure protocols in place, adapted once again. The redundancies built into their decentralized system allowed them to respond to these disruptions swiftly, countering the Empire's sabotage with reinforced logistics and security measures. Earth's industries, far from crumbling under pressure, had now become even more efficient. Each new restriction and attempt at disruption had refined humanity's processes, fostering a culture of rapid adaptation and innovation. Engineers designed systems with built-in safeguards, creating protocols that could detect and neutralize interference. Factories learned to produce parts with minimal reliance on outside resources, and transport networks implemented security upgrades to protect against sabotage. The Empire's attempts to undermine humanity's progress only served to make Earth's industries stronger and more self-reliant. The growing frustration among the Empire's leaders was evident. What they had intended as a strategy to control Earth's industries had backfired, resulting in a more resilient and interconnected production network than they had imagined. Earth's industries, initially viewed as a curiosity, were now regarded as an indomitable force. The alien analysts who had once dismissed humanity's decentralized model came to recognize it as a significant threat, a system designed not only to produce but to withstand continuous pressure without breaking. The Empire's intelligence services, exhausted and unable to pinpoint any single point of vulnerability, reluctantly admitted that Earth had outmaneuvered them. Human engineers and industrialists had transformed their economy into something that could resist outside interference and continue growing independently. Earth had proven that, despite restrictions and sabotage, they could adapt their systems to produce whatever they needed, whenever they needed it. The Empire's leadership, once confident in their ability to control Earth's expansion, now saw that humanity's industry was not just surviving, it was thriving. Alien strategists were left with an unsettling realization: Earth was no longer just a trading partner but a potential powerhouse capable of equipping a formidable defense or even aiding allied factions. Humanity's modular, adaptable production was now widely known among factions who had once doubted Earth's potential. The realization settled heavily within the Empire's highest command: Earth was no longer an asset to be managed or controlled but a formidable power capable of shifting the balance of galactic influence. Their attempts to restrict and sabotage humanity's industries had done nothing but accelerate the growth of Earth's independent production network. The final reports were stark: humanity's industries had transformed into a self-sufficient, resilient engine of technological and military capacity. Earth's leaders had developed a robust system that could withstand external pressure and continue to grow, adapting under every restriction the Empire had imposed. The Empire's leadership convened, urgently debating their options. They recognized that a direct confrontation with Earth would be costly, perhaps disastrous. Humanity's alliances with other factions had only strengthened, and Earth's reputation had shifted from that of a fledgling civilization to a respected partner, and potentially, a defender of smaller factions under Imperial pressure. The Empire had inadvertently elevated Earth's status in the eyes of other species, sparking interest and admiration across the galaxy for humanity's resilience and ingenuity. Realizing that military intervention was increasingly risky, the Empire opted for a different approach: diplomatic outreach. This was not an easy decision for a civilization so accustomed to using coercion and control. But the Empire's leaders saw little choice: Earth's capability to produce vast quantities of versatile, durable technology was something they could no longer ignore or dismiss. Humanity's modular production and rapid adaptation to restrictions had proved that Earth could operate independently of the Empire's trade networks, making them a force to be reckoned with. Earth's leaders, aware of the Empire's sudden change in tone, approached the situation cautiously. They recognized that the Empire's shift to diplomacy was not out of goodwill but rather a calculated response to humanity's industrial resilience and growing influence. Earth's representatives understood the opportunity and prepared for negotiations with a strategy centered around mutual respect rather than compliance. They made it clear that humanity's industries would remain independent and that Earth was no longer willing to accept trade restrictions or unequal terms. The Empire would have to negotiate as equals. The initial meetings between Earth's ambassadors and the Empire's representatives were tense, marked by careful diplomacy and guarded statements. The Empire's leaders, long accustomed to dictating terms, struggled with Earth's newfound assertiveness. Humanity's representatives, however, maintained their position firmly. They outlined clear terms: open trade without restriction, mutual respect for territorial sovereignty, and recognition of Earth's right to build and expand its industries as it saw fit. Earth's delegation delivered these demands with a quiet but unmistakable confidence that underscored the Empire's failure to control them through force or manipulation. As negotiations continued, the Empire began to comprehend the full extent of humanity's transformation. They saw that Earth's leaders were not just seeking to maintain independence but to establish a foundation for long-term stability and influence within the galaxy. Humanity's industrial power, forged under the pressures of restriction and sabotage, was now a strategic asset that Earth wielded with precision. Earth's representatives made it clear that their industries were open to peaceful collaboration and trade, but that any attempt to limit their capabilities would be met with the same resilience that had brought them to this point. The galaxy watched these negotiations closely, aware that the outcome would set a precedent. Alien factions that had previously distanced themselves from Earth were now vocal supporters, having witnessed humanity's ability to thrive under pressure. Smaller factions, in particular, saw in humanity a potential ally who could offer both technology and protection against larger powers. Earth's industrial reputation had grown into a beacon of reliability, and factions who valued independence looked to humanity as an example of how adaptability could challenge even the most powerful empires. Finally, after weeks of tense negotiations, the Empire conceded to Earth's terms. They agreed to lift trade restrictions, recognizing that continued opposition would only drive humanity further from their influence and closer to rival factions. The Empire publicly acknowledged Earth's right to develop its industries without interference, an unprecedented concession that marked a major shift in the galactic order. For the first time, a young civilization had forced the Empire into a diplomatic compromise, establishing humanity as a legitimate power on equal footing with the galaxy's oldest species. In the aftermath of these negotiations, Earth's position within the galaxy solidified. Humanity had not only secured its independence but had redefined its relationship with the Empire, moving from a subordinate to a respected equal. Earth's industrial base, once seen as merely a source of goods, was now recognized as a cornerstone of human strength, a versatile, robust system capable of sustaining both economic and military power. Humanity's leaders, mindful of their responsibilities, chose to use this power carefully, reinforcing their alliances and expanding their technological reach in ways that promoted stability and peace. The Empire, while initially resentful, began to understand the strategic value of maintaining a stable relationship with Earth. They realized that Earth's modular technology and resilient industry could serve as a model for their own production, providing inspiration for reforms within their own economy. Though it had not been their intent, the Empire found itself learning from humanity's approach, recognizing the benefits of decentralized production and adaptive industrial practices. What had once been dismissed as primitive was now a standard that even the Empire's top engineers studied with interest. For the wider galaxy, Earth's victory over Imperial control became a powerful narrative. Factions across the Council shared stories of humanity's rise, seeing it as proof that adaptability and resilience could overcome even the most dominant powers. Earth's emergence as an industrial powerhouse was a testament to what could be achieved through strategic innovation and unyielding resolve. Humanity's journey from a minor player to a respected power left a lasting impression, reshaping the way other civilizations viewed strength and autonomy. As Earth's industries continued to grow, humanity maintained its commitment to independence and mutual respect. Their diplomats and leaders worked to ensure that their industrial power was used responsibly, fostering partnerships with factions who valued cooperation over conflict. Earth's factories and research centers became hubs of innovation, producing technology that pushed the boundaries of efficiency and versatility. The reputation of Earth as a weapon factory had expanded into something greater, a symbol of unbreakable resilience and the power of a civilization dedicated to progress under its own terms. In the years that followed, humanity's legacy endured, transforming Earth from a perceived outpost into a formidable force that set a new standard for independence and strength.